What's going on? It's your boy Scott Jackson. I'm the Beatboxer of the Year by King of Dot standards, and I gotta say I'm representing Canada quite well. But honestly, my inspirations come from songs, my inspirations come from walking down the street and seeing different things. In Toronto especially, you see a bunch of different people from every single continent, every single corner of the world. So you have aspects of music that you would never have the opportunity if you just were in different countries. And I think that that's where my main inspiration comes. And also that every day, I've done 300 schools in the past year, where I went into the schools and did an anti-bullying campaign and taught some kids how to beatbox. And children, you gotta, I can't say enough about them because they pick up on things and they ask you questions that you'd never think of, just like you asked this to me, but it's not a child question. I just think that it's very interesting to work with kids and see how far you can get the movement to move, and if you don't start there, you're not doing what you should be doing. My most recent experience that actually really inspired me to actually do something, I would say would be a conversation with someone I hold dear to me, and getting in an argument about time management essentially, and saying you're going to be somewhere sometime and saying that you're going to do something and don't follow through. So now professionally that takes me to the other side and thinking, you know what, anytime I've ever said I'm going to do a track with you, anytime I've ever said or had that opportunity where someone says I want to do a track with you, and it just, people fall off, and people say I'm going to do this video with you, you fall off, I'm going to do this thing with you, and you fall off, and it could be either side. But I think that professionally, in a business sense, I've been inspired to step that up, and if I say I'm going to do something and someone says they're going to do something to me, you better be real. My biggest challenge I've been able to overcome is how to figure out how to make beatboxing my life and a career instead of just a pastime. People can beatbox and do it in their shower, people can beatbox in front of a computer, but unless that's what you do fully, because I'm nothing but a beatboxer in one sense. I can go and do other jobs, but I'm saying right now professionally, when people ask me what do I do, when people ask my family what do I do, and people ask my friends what is Scott Jackson, it's beatbox. So that's what I'm really proud of, and that's what I've overcome. What I want Scott Jackson to become is a leader in the beatbox community in Canada, at least. Hopefully bigger than that, but I want to be kind of one of those people that when people say, you know about beatboxing, you're like, oh, I know that guy who does beatboxing, his name is Scott Jackson. But I want to also have an opportunity given to not only the kids, but people that want to get involved with battling. I want anyone that wants to beatbox and is relatively good. Even if you're not good, keep practicing at home until you are good. But I want beatboxing becoming like a centric point of culture. Just everyone knows it, because when sometimes I do beatbox, people I've never heard that before, I've never seen that before, and yeah, I just want beatboxing to be bigger, and I want everyone to have an opportunity Canada-wide and worldwide. And I also want to make a little name for myself, hopefully. And it's not just an egotistic thing whatsoever, because some people will say that, not to me, but specifically to people that are trying to do something and like, oh, they're just trying to boost their own self. But I think I want to make it just because I'm trying my best. That's all it is, and I'm trying to stay humble like that. My whole thing is just making this more of a career, making it more legit, making it less. I don't want people to look and be like, oh, you just make noises. I want people to be respecting me and moving forward in that sense for myself. I want people to be just saying like, oh, it's an actual art form. It's not just someone sitting on a corner going, it's a good. That's the starting point. But people that just like, oh, you do beatboxing, and they're just making, not fun of it, but they're just like taking light of something that's an actual art form. Beatboxing is going to be bigger than you can think. It's my song for you, and I'm not a criminal, I just like the tune by Styx.
Pew up, criminal my mind is all I pew up. All I ever know, pew on, pew up. They try to report me, but I'm paid up, cold stump on now. Pew up, criminal my mind was caught by pew up. All I've ever had, epic, pew up. Ask one of my friends hip, copying pre-lip, but there's bad. I'm a pleb. Criminal pleb. Criminal pleb. Criminal pleb. Criminal pleb.
Scott Jackson, thank you for having me. Be Shine, you gotta check him out. Bomb!